There's nothing that the women can't do that the guys are doing now.
A motorcycle being chased by a squadron of radio-controlled drones which are armed with explosive warheads. And so second unit is going to go out and shoot some amazing stunt work, and then we'll be working into that in the visual phase.
I had a background of childhood of just trying stuff. I was the third child, and I sort of got drugged to everything my older sister and brother did. And I was always given the option to either sit and watch or to try it. So I always tried. My childhood kind of groomed me to be a part of the business and understand that that's a lot of what stunts is about. You know, it's never going to be perfect. There always are acts of God and things that you just seriously cannot think of to solve before it happens. I did a car turnover, a pipe ramp, on a film called Bang Bang. It was in the desert of Abu Dhabi, and there was a pipe ramp welded into the side of a BMW, and I got to hit it going about 55 miles an hour. And yeah, just the prep and the change of the stunt. We were supposed to have the car in front kind of slide a 90, and it had the pipe ramp attached to it, so it was supposed to slide a 90 and then hit it, but we could just never figure out the timing and the physics of how all that worked. And then you're dealing with the wind and the sun and the elements of everything. So we ended up just having the car stationary in the road, and I got to hit it. And yeah, just all the camera angles that were chosen, and just the experience and the people involved, and just the outcome was a very good outcome as well. I started off as gymnast. I had a lot of gymnastics experience kind of from the ages of 6 to 13. And then, I don't know, just kind of dabbled in a bunch of more acrobatic type activities until I graduated college, in which time I met a gentleman named Johnny Airtime.
Johnny Airtime wants to attempt something that wouldn't be allowed on any public highway anywhere.
This makes Cross Your Heart bra look like a piece of dental floss, doesn't it?
And I've always had a love for motorcycles, and he helped me get my first bike, and then started taking me to motocross tracks and introducing me into motocross, which got me fully into motocross. Not actually stunt stuff, but the training from the motocross, I believe, helped me enter the stunt business. There weren't a lot of girls at the time riding motorcycles, and having a passion for it definitely helped, because it wasn't a struggle to go practice. You know, it was just what I wanted to do all the time anyway. But yeah, you'd be able to go out there and just try your hand at a bunch of stuff. So keeping up with that, and then getting into the motorcycles where there weren't a lot of girls that were focusing at the time. Now, the women out there riding motorcycles, I mean, like, I won't take a job riding a motorcycle anymore, because these gals are so phenomenal, and the things that they can do. And I'm so excited that, you know, women have taken that and gone way farther than I, ever did. There will never be a chance. If anyone ever hires a man to double a girl on a motorcycle now, they should be taken out back and done away with, because yeah, there's nothing that the women can't do that the guys are doing now. But that really helped kind of catapult me into the business, the motorcycles, and then I got excited about cars and started training in the car stuff. And that, they say, with age comes the cage. So traveling from motorcycles and enjoying that, the motor side and the petrol head side of stuff, moving into cars was kind of like I think sort of a natural progression, just liking that sort of thing. Yeah, and the business over the years has changed. It used to be a very specific type. You were hired as a specialist for something, and then it kind of melded into where you needed to be an all-arounder, and now it's a bit more to specialists, you know. So, but I think, you know, any skill you can gain, I'm always willing to train and wanting to train and trying new stuff. God, there were so many women that have come before me that have, you know, continually set the bar higher and higher, and letting the men know that there are women capable of doing this stuff. I truly believe in auditions or having somebody show you what they can do. I think a lot of the stigma came from, there's no women out there can do it. But if we hold a little audition and we get the bike that we're going to use and we see what they can do, I think that would take a lot of the questions of whether a woman could handle things. And I had most of my injuries racing motocross in my practice and in my my personal life. My worst one was a broken collarbone. I had 2 scars one a scar over each eye. And funny enough, both of those were given to me on shows that I worked on for my husband.
All right. Okay. Andy.
Yes, Andy Armstrong. Yes, he. I worked for him. My first job for him was on Galaxy Quest, and I had a little mishap where an air ram went off unexpectedly as I was standing on it, and ended up kind of getting shot up into the air. It was coming face first towards the air ram that, you know, is standing up at this point. And and then the other one was on Thor. Andy, I was actually just safetying a gentleman named Stellan Skarsgård.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I actually call him Stellan Skarsmaker now because that's what this one is. And in Thor, there's a scene where he takes a big drinking mug and he throws it on the ground. And I was on the ground there with a furniture pad, and I had my head down because he was throwing a glass, and it was the most perfect bounce. It bounced, came up through my hand, hit me in the eye. My head snapped back. Yeah, and then so we had to finish the scene. So I grabbed the beer mug as my eye was dripping blood, and they finished the scene, and I went up to the bar and I was like, I think I need a medic.
So if you were going to offer any advice to future stunt performers, you know, women and men, being a stunt performer, what could you advise?
I would advise to have some thick skin, you know. I would advise to work hard and don't let anybody tell you that you can't or won't, or, you know, just keep plugging forward. It's an extremely hard business to break into. It's an extremely hard business to make a living at, but it's something that you know, once you do it, it's just a phenomenal way of life. But you just don't give up.